Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So we're here right now with this beautiful view behind us. And we thought, what a great moment now that we could actually just stand here and make a few videos, like a Q&A series. Just go through some common questions that people ask us all the time, or they may be thinking in their mind. So one of the most common ones is that, people may watch our videos, they may go into Sangat and they, do so much seva and they read their Bani, but they think to themselves, my mind is still having these negative thoughts. Why is this still happening to me for? It doesn't make any sense. We're doing the right things, but we're still thinking the wrong things, even though we're trying not to. So what's the reason for this? So the way to understand this very simply is through Siri Japji Sahib. So Guru Nanak Ji talks about this cleaning process of our mind, and it starts with the body. So the first thing Guru Nanak Ji says to us is Pariye Hatha Pair Tan Deh Pani Tote Uttaraso Khe. Khe means mitti, it means dirt. And what Guru Sahib is saying to us is that Pariye, when our heart, our hands, our pair, our feet, Tan Deh means our body, our sareer, is Pariye means to be completely filled with dirt. How do we clean that? They say Pani Tote Uttaraso Khe. Pani means water, Tote means to clean. Uttaraso means to actually take off that dirt now. So Guru Sahib Ji tells us very simply, when your body is dirty, use water and it becomes clean. Very simple, right? The next example they use is of clothes. And they say Mutapaliti kapar hoye desaboon laye ohotoe. They say that when your clothes become dirty, Mutapaliti kapar hoye. Kapar means your clothes, Paliti means pashab, means urine. When it's stained with urine, how do you clean it? Desaboon, saboon means saban, soap. Laye ohotoe. You use the sabun and you clean that kapara and it becomes clean. Third one, and this is the one that we're going to focus on now, is of our mind. Say pariye mata. When your mind is not filled with what? Papa ke sang. When it's filled with sins. When it's filled with these negative thoughts that we have in our mind, whether that's lust, and we think, oh my gosh, I'm having these sinful thoughts, but I'm trying to be a good person, I'm trying to do my prayers. How do we fix that? They say to us, ohotope, clean that with what? Nave ke rang. Clean it with the love of Nav, which means Gurbani, Naam. Rang means love here. Okay? So it made it very clear to us, in order to clean this, you got to clean with love of Gurbani. And we may think that we're doing that right now, but how come we're still having these thoughts? The way to understand it is actually using that kappa, using that actual cloth, that clothing that we're wearing, those kappa that we clean, those clothes. So when we clean something, the dirt that's stuck in that cloth is actually very deep inside. And when you start washing it with the sabun and use the water, that dirt comes to the surface and then it leaves the actual cloth or the clothing that we're using. In the same way, if you look at our mind, our body, the dirt is sitting so deep inside us, all those sins that we've committed, and when we start cleaning it with Nave ke rang, with Gurbani, it starts coming higher and higher and higher, then it comes to our mind. These thoughts are in our mind now. Before we were asleep, we didn't realize that we had these kind of negative thoughts, but now it's come to the surface, and then just like that stain on the cloth, it comes to the surface and disappears. In the same way, those negative thoughts come to the surface, they come to our mind, but as long as you continue, they will leave our mind. Okay, so the key thing to take away from this is that these things are natural. Okay, these are things that we're thinking about and we're not conscious of, but now we become conscious of them, we're starting to clean them out, we become aware of them, and then they leave our mind. Okay, and it goes back to the idea of consistency. That's why we have Nityanem. Nityanem means your daily prayers, your daily relationship with the Guru. And when we do this daily, we're cleaning our mind daily and daily, and then eventually they leave our mind. Okay, so just some vichar on the idea of our mind and these negative thoughts. Just realize it's a natural process and that eventually they will stop. So please forgive all the mistakes made. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.